Hello, you're welcome to Science Array with Glory Valentine. Today, you will know how to use ImageJ software to measure the average particle grain size. Let's get started.
First, you need open to ImageJ software. I downloaded mine and saved it on desktop. In my previous video, I already showed how to download ImageJ software. So I will double click on the file explorer and go to desktop. Here I have my ImageJ. Double click on it and double click on ImageJ executable file. ImageJ.exe. Double click on it. A toolbar here opens. You can click from File, Open to get the image that you save on your computer, or you can simply drag and drop on the software the image that you want to work on. For this purpose of measuring the average particle size, I want to use the sample image on this software. I've chosen the embryos. I'll click on embryo and here I have the embryo. There are certain factors which one needs to consider when measuring the average particle size. One, how are the particles? Are they evenly distributed? Are they distinguishable? Or are they of micro size? So it's really preferable when measuring the average particle size to have particles that are distinguishable and also micro particles. Example, I'll still go to File option, open sample image. I choose cell colony. Here, you can see that the particles here are not distinguishable and the size are very small. So for this reason, you can get a full positive result when calculating the average particle size using the imager, or you can get an antifracture result. So it's preferable to use your result from SEM or TEM that the particles are distinguishable. Duplicate this and keep these as original so that we see how to work on the duplicated image. So for that reason, I'll go to image and then click on duplicate, or you can simply click on your computer, Control plus Shift plus D. You click OK. I want to make this image to be smaller. For that, I'll press Control minus, or you can use this to zoom the image. Here we have it. In my previous video titled Surface Roughness Calculation, I mentioned 3 factors which one need to consider when carrying out image processing. Filtration, you have to make sure that your particles are smooth and the quality is high. I already showed how to do that, making the particle to be smooth, but here it does not really have much problem because it's really visible. I also mentioned calibration, and then you analyze your image. The link is on the description. So like here, I want this particle to be really visible. So for that, I will change this color by going to image, go to adjust, and from this adjust, you go to where you have color threshold. Click on color threshold. Here we have red color. And from what I'm seeing here, the particles are more distinguishable here than here. So I will be working on this. So now we need to calibrate the image. If you can see here, we have 1000 by 120 pixels. So for us to calibrate, you go to Analyze, then scroll to where you have Set Scale. Here, this is already auto-generated. I will click Clear to remove so that we have 0.0 and then click on OK. I will take the straight line here and measure on this line, exactly this line, where it starts and where it ends. That is it. And then go to Analyze, click on Set Scale again. If you can see, it has generated it here. We have 480 pixels. So here our known distance is 100 micrometer. 100 micrometer. So here I will type in 100, and for the unit of length is in micrometer. So I will write there micrometer and click here OK. If you now see here, the pixel has changed from 1600 by 1200 to here in micrometer. For us to have the parameters for length, we have to take the measurement of the height and also the width. You can take the height and the width, several measurements, but I will be taking only height, width. I will click on the freehand line, click on the height here. I will zoom this for clearer visibility by pressing on my computer Control+. Here we have it being visible. So pick the freehand line, click on top, and then drag it down, press Ctrl+N, and it has generated. Click here to measure the width, click and drag, Ctrl+N, it measures. The same thing applicable here. It's giving us the results here. Click Ctrl+N, then click here and drag Ctrl+N. Click here, down, Ctrl+N. Click and drag here, Ctrl+N. Click here, Ctrl+N. Click and drag, Ctrl+N. You may take several measurements so as to have an accurate result. Here, Ctrl+N, and here, Ctrl+N. And the same will be applicable to all. here we have gotten the parameters which will enable us to calculate the average particle size and also to illustrate it using an histogram. Go to File, Save As. I will write length because I'll make use of the length from here, and go to my library. I want to save it in Documents. Now I will go to the folder where I saved these parameters. It was in Documents, Length, then I double click it to open. Okay. Since the length was in micrometer, I will convert it to nanometer. This was in micrometer. So length in nanometer. Enter. Okay. So we have our length in nanometer. The next process is to double click on the ImageJ software again after you might have closed the former one which you were working on. Still go to the image which you were using to measure the length and other parameters, which was our embryo. So I will do exactly what I did to the former one. I will duplicate the image and then I will adjust the image color threshold. Okay, so from there you pick the brush selection to measure exactly what you are having here. Click on Ctrl M to generate the area. The same thing is applicable to here. Make sure that the size is exactly as the size of your particle, and then Ctrl M. The same thing is applicable here. Ctrl M. Ctrl M. Ctrl M. Ctrl M. You have to do it to hold Ctrl M. Ctrl M. Ctrl M. Also, in a situation like this where it is not really circle, use this and draw exactly what we're having here, and click on Ctrl M. Here you are seeing the difference. Okay. For your result to be free of errors, you go to the freehand selection and use it for this because it's not really circular in shape. Ctrl N. And those that are circular, you use this. Ctrl N. 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 Pick this one and draw. Ctrl N. So you can likewise choose between this and also this to have the accurate dimension of your particle. Ctrl N. Ctrl N. Ctrl N. So here is the result which we have gotten, and then save. Where to save it is, if you want to close it, it will ask you to save. So you click on save, and here the measurement which I'm going to use among these parameters is the area. So I simply type here area and save it in the same folder which I saved the length. Save. This is the area, yes, and it happens to be in micrometer square. So now rate the area to nanometer square. Area equals to multiply by 0.0 so our area will now be a meter square. Take the values for the length that we already gotten here to origin software. The same thing with the area. So double click on origin Origin is an open source. Go to where you have your length, highlight it and copy. Go to Origin software and paste it. It set as Y. Go to plot. This is histogram, and then choose dates. You can as well change it to your preferred color and increase the line. Here, you can decide to change the pattern of this parallel line by double-clicking on it. Then go to Pattern and choose the pattern you wish. So we can go for this. Okay. Double-click on it again. If you want the histogram to have spacing between the bar, you can likewise add spacing. For example, we can choose 10. Okay, we have some spacing here. Double click on it again. Go to Data. Here, the distribution curve. Choose Normal. Click on OK. And here we have it. Go to Line and increase it to 5. You can change the color for easy visibility. Okay, this is our particle size. In nanometer. Double click here, type average particle size. Here, number of particles, to check for the value of the average particle size, go to your table, highlight on length and right-click. Go to where you have statistics on column, open dialog box, and click on OK. OK. And here it has generated our average particle size. Now we will write the value here. Okay. Having gotten this, you can as well send your graph to PowerPoint, or you can send it to Microsoft Word. From there, you save it, or you can easily go to File and then you export your graph. So those are the different ways. So let's go to where we have our area The same method is applicable to using the area. So let's go to our workbook that we have the area. We highlight it and copy. Go to Origin Software. Then click on Sheet 1. Here we paste our area. Highlight it, go to plot, and then histogram. Here we have the increase the line so that it will be really visible. The color, let's not use blue again, we can go for green. And then the lines here, you can double click here to change the pattern to the pattern which you prefer. And the spacing, you can as well give 10 for the spacing. Click on data, make it to be normal. So you have to click on it, go to line and increase the size so that it will be visible. You can change the color for easy visibility. Okay, so here is what we are having. Area, meter square, from here we can also check the mean value. By right clicking here, go to column and statistics, open dialog box. Okay, and here we have the mean value. You can export the graph as a PDF file, as image file, or you can directly right click here and send it to PowerPoint, or there are lists of options here where you can send to PowerPoint, send graph to Microsoft Word, anyone you choose to do.
Thank you for watching.